to the second episode ever of the RTP Wrestling Show. I'm your host, Anthony. Yeah, give it up, give it up, give it up. I'm your host, Anthony, to my right. You guys should be familiar with me if you're RTP fans, but we got a new guy on the team today. RTP John. John, what are you going by on this show, man? What's the
I'm just going to go by John, but
Jonathan.
I usually get called Jonathan when I'm in trouble, so hopefully John. Hopefully we'll coast that John.
I'll note that though. Jonathan when I'm mad.
Jonathan when I'm mad. Yeah, for real. It's like my hair's really
Jonathan if he disrespects Finn Balor.
Oh no, we got some Finn Balor respect on this list today.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah. Today
what we're going to be doing is giving our dream bookings of the John Cena The Last Time Is Now tournament. I believe that's what they're calling it. We got some bangers on here for sure. We got some bangers on here. I booked mine. John's a little more grounded.
I'm trying to be more realistic.
I wasn't.
I'm still a little out there too, so he hasn't given me any details about his list. I was kind of shooting back and forth some of these ideas, and we're gonna shoot ideas back and forth about who I think is gonna win my bracket because I just have the first things here. So, but I'm excited.
I have Hogan on mine.
Hulk Hogan.
That's not gonna work for me, brother. Hey, Hulk Hogan died. No, I didn't, brother. That's not gonna work for me. I'm back from the grave. Nah.
Hey, you're not, pal.
I have 16 guys, but I feel like me and John have been talking a lot before we started recording.
Yeah.
And we're recording the second video before we're recording the first video. So if you saw the first video, you know who I think LA Knight's first opponent's gonna be. They said mystery opponent. And I'm just gonna tell you here, because we're here, and I don't have him on my bracket, but I think he's gonna be in the tournament. I think it's going to be Rob Van Dam.
You think it's going to be RVD?
And let me tell you why. So on NXT, I believe it was a Kalani Jordan match. The whole match, Booker T's talking about Rob Van Dam. The whole match, like Kalani Jordan's doing moves that Rob Van Dam would do, and they're doing all that, whatever. The segment after, they start talking about the tournament. That just tells me, and then who else? LA Knight, Rob Van Dam. That just works, right?
I actually see where you're coming from, or Booker was just really stoned and was like, yo, my man, RVD. Like, he's sitting there just reminiscing about the good times. Or worst case scenario, like they did with the video package, where we thought something cool was going to come of it. It was just a WrestleMania promo. What if he's just getting inducted into the Hall of Fame? Or is he already inducted?
I think he is.
Okay, then honestly, I would love to see RVD in the ring.
And he's someone when you say...
He is hitting Unk status, though.
Oh, he's old for sure.
He's already there.
And I don't think he's a great worker anymore. But when you hear, we're going to have some people out of the company in this match, that's someone that's realistic. Because it's not like a guy directly signed to AEW. Yeah. It's not someone working for a different promotion.
That would be a real surprise, too.
It would be a surprise. I saw no one online talking about it, but I would damn near guarantee that Rob Van Dam is going to be the first
one. Him and LA Knight will do a good... They'll have a good match.
For sure. Well. Because I think LA Knight's very underrated in ring. And I think he could...
He's cleaned it up a lot.
Yeah.
He's cleaned it up a lot. Unlike certain Uso.
You want to kick it off with your first match?
Yeah, actually, speaking of Uso, I have Jey Uso versus Matt Cardona.
Okay.
Maybe he comes out. No. I don't know what. I hope they abandon that.
I don't.
You want him to come back in his old gimmick?
When I was like 12, bro.
Just juiced up Matt Cardona.
Yeah, for real. Juiced up Zack Ryder, man. Bring him back.
I think Matt should win. Actually, I think WWE loves their shenanigans and distractions and stuff like that. So I can definitely see Jey Uso getting distracted or some BS happening, or maybe they'll play into the fact that he's washed like they did during the Gunther thing, how they did the fake slip.
Yeah.
And like maybe they'll play into that
fake
again.
Slip.
The fake slip, which was like, was it not? Who knows? But they're trying to like mess with kayfabe again. So I don't know. I don't see Jey winning this. I don't think Jey has any business being in there with John Cena as his last match. But I think storyline wise, they could progress Jey with a loss here. And I mean Matt Cardona. I think John Cena owes that man an apology. I remember being like, man, we're supposed to. I felt so bad for him. He's sitting in a neck brace in a wheelchair getting cucked by John Cena.
Whoa!
Was it?
Eva Marie.
Not Eve, Eve Marie. It was Eve Torres?
Or it might have been Eve Torres.
One of them.
It was Eve.
One of the Eves, I think, right? Yeah. And I just felt so bad. But that's my first match, and I think Matt should go over.
Now we're recording this after SmackDown, so we know Jey Uso's fighting The Miz. And if you guys want to hear,
there might even be more information via Twitter or X by the time this comes out too. So we're not even thinking about because there is confirmed matches. But
this is our dream booking, and that's what I was about to say. If you guys want to hear our opinions on that, check out our first episode that dropped on Sunday. But yeah, as far as that goes, I just don't think there's a world where WWE would bring someone in to fight Jey Uso and Jey Uso loses. That's my thought. I agree with you that I'd rather see Matt Cardona progress than Jey Uso in the tournament, but I just don't think it's not gonna work for me, brother.
Spear, super kicks, frog splat, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I mean, Matt Cardona came back on NXT and lost to Josh Briggs. So it's fair. If he's losing to Josh Briggs, then you're not losing to Jey.
As long as we get a promo or an acknowledgement with the past feud, even maybe like during an appearance from Cena, he just mentions it.
Yeah.
Like that would scratch the itch for me. I think if we're talking about probability, I think we're 99%. If Jay's in this, he's making it through at least the first match.
I agree.
You're right. If he doesn't, though, it won't be because he gets pinned clean.
I'll go for my first match now.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one that again, mine's a lot more out there, right? I do have Edge in this tournament. And I think a great first round matchup where if Edge is somehow, some way, Adam Copeland is in this tournament, he should progress. So I have him fighting Trick Williams in the first round.
That's a good win too.
It's a good win. It's a good match for Trick to get in there with Edge, call him up. Exactly. I just think there's so much. And Trick Williams is the definition of I'm gonna work at whatever rate the guy I'm fighting is. Like I've seen so many bad Trick Williams matches. Or you look at his feud with Ilya, and it's just like one of the best feuds of last year.
And also, Edge's spear is only as good as the person taking it.
Yeah.
So
and Trick could take it.
Yeah, I know. It's like Trick will sell for Edge too, and everything like that. So I just don't know what type of Edge we'd see back. Would it be the Psycho we saw in AEW? Or would it be more rated R superstar? You know.
I think it'd be rated R superstar, and I think it would literally just be for tournament matches. I don't think he comes out and cuts like a promo about why he's here and stuff like that. And I honestly, real talk, I am dreaming. I don't think Edge is going to be in this tournament. But if he is in this tournament somehow, that's all I need.
It'll make my year. Legitimately, the fact that Edge would have, legitimately two of the best comebacks ever with the Royal Rumble and then also this, that would be pretty sick. It'd be the greatest gentleman's handshake in history. But then that means if Edge does come back, then we could even go further into what favor would WWE owe them back.
Well, everyone's saying Andrade. Because Andrade right now is on a 90-day...
That is a very lopsided deal.
It is. But
that is a very lopsided deal.
I mean, what else? That's like... But it is WWE working AEW.
That's true.
It's a very lopsided no matter what.
That's also very true.
And we're not AEW haters here, by the way.
We love AEW, but I'm like, Andrade for Edge is crazy, but I also get it. I get it.
We've seen worse trades in the NBA. Check out our... No.
And the UFC. Use code RTP.
Yeah, for real.
Actually, literally.
Yeah, we'll definitely get there too. But what's your next matchup looking like?
I have kind of a wild card.
Okay.
CM Punk versus Ricky Saints.
Amazing.
Ricky Saints just beat Obafemi.
Yeah.
He just got that title. And CM Punk works good with people that are more athletic than him and lighter than him. And I think CM Punk giving someone from NXT the rub like that would be really sick. I think CM Punk should win. I think CM Punk should be one of the last people in this tournament.
Wow.
I don't think he should win the tournament. We'll get there. But I think CM Punk and Ricky Saints would actually put on a classic, and I think it would do nothing but make Ricky Saints look incredible. And honestly, I could even see CM Punk losing to Ricky Saints. Just why not? I'm already the champion. Why not just give this NXT guy the rub? A lot like Cena did with Kevin Owens, you know?
Yeah.
I can see CM Punk, he's got how many years left? 2 more years at best, probably?
Don't disrespect him. Just however many he wants.
How many he wants?
I'll watch 70-year-old CM Punk.
However,
I think I'll still call him the best in the world.
It's clobbering time.
And then he's struggling to get up off the knee.
Knees clicking. And also I think CM Punk will be a fantastic manager someday.
Yeah.
He'll be able to cut a promo for years and years. But I think CM Punk versus Ricky Saints, or CM Punk versus anybody NXT, but specifically I would love to see CM Punk versus Ricky Saints.
Yeah, I think Punk is the right guy to fight an NXT guy. I actually don't have anyone that Cena's fought on already in my tournament, but I do think that's a good call. Like, just because you use that not as like, oh, I want to see CM Punk versus Cena again. You use it more so as like, we put CM Punk in this tournament.
What Cena was doing in the U.S. Open thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You could put him in there to give people experience, give him the rub, put him over, and then whoever he loses to, which I mean later on I'll get to in my thing. I think I'll save it, but I know who CM Punk should lose to.
Okay, I have a very similar one to that on a different scale, and that's Obafemi's opponent, and I think Obafemi should be going on to the next round no matter who he fights.
Yes.
So I think
100%.
a perfect guy to put Oba over and kind of end like this saga, I guess that we're in, is Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar, bro. Oba and Brock would be crazy, but I want to see what they look like next to each other.
They both look huge. I'll tell you
I know they're massive. But
I just think it would be a cool match if Oba came out there and beat Brock Lesnar, and like we don't have to like worry about like, are we gonna get Brock versus Cena for his last match? Like, just come out, dead it. Brock puts Oba over, and then you could obviously revisit this at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
Because Brock Lesnar's going to be at WrestleMania. He's in that stupid shoe promo.
They will squash Brock. I mean, they did that with Goldberg.
Yeah.
You know, what was that? 2 minutes.
Yeah, literally.
Spear, jackhammer, spear.
Wait, is that, or was that versus No, they fought.
Goldberg you beat Brock, and then the rematch was worse.
I was thinking Bray Wyatt, because didn't Goldberg do that to Bray Wyatt too?
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
But yeah, I think this would be a cool spot to do
yeah.
that at. I don't have much else to say about that. It's pretty basic. What's your
next pick is Obafemi as well.
Okay.
Obafemi versus Sheamus, and I think Obafemi and Sheamus put on a 30-minute bloodbath, and I think Obafemi wins.
Okay, wow, you have Sheamus losing in the first round.
Yep, I do. I think in the spirit of John Cena, and this is me, what I think would happen, I think Sheamus would win. That's what I think WWE would do. What I would do in the spirit of what John Cena did, people say he buried people. I mean, there's an argument for both. You know what I mean? There's certainly... fun fact, I was at the SummerSlam in the Nexus, huge John Cena fan, and I remember that like ruined my perception of it for a while, where I was like, man, it just looks like these guys are laying down and taking pins. Turns out that's exactly what was happening. It wasn't realistic to me. I don't know. It was just boring. I remember before the end of the match, and it was just him, and he somehow beat everybody. It was him, and I think it was Wade left. We just left because it was like, man, the traffic's gonna suck out of Staples, and we left and hit the merch stand on the way out. And I think I picked up a CM Punk shirt.
Oh, that's fire! Hey,
yeah,
best in the world, baby. So you have Oba versus Sheamus.
I have Oba going over. I do in the first round.
Okay.
I do. I think Sheamus and CM Punk should be putting. I think CM Punk should be beating Ricky Saints, but I think Sheamus should lose to Obafemi.
I have Sheamus a little farther down because I don't know. I do want to see Sheamus in this somehow. I want to see Sheamus Cena before it ends. You know, I just think it has to. But again, I agree with the open challenge mindset, where like if a young person is in the end, I would be. That's like best case scenario.
See, I'm feeling 50-50 on it because like I'm just thinking back to like the human jar of mayonnaise insults that Cena would throw at Sheamus, and I'm like, they feuded for so long. Like that was a huge part of Sheamus's early career too.
I think if Cena somehow has the IC at this point too, it has to be Sheamus as his last opponent.
I'll add that. Yeah,
if he fights Dom, because I could also, we're gonna talk about it in the other show, but I could see this being a not Ray versus Dom, like Ray's gonna call in John Cena to fight Dominic. You know?
I think I'm leaning more towards Sheamus now, honestly.
Okay.
Because I think the IC title will be involved in it.
Okay. Let me give you my next one, and this is my Joe Hendry match because I think Joe Hendry has to be in this tournament. If this is gonna be the most talked about thing, you have to go with the most viral wrestler of the last like 3 years. You know?
Literally.
So Joe Hendry is my opponent again. Okay. Super fantasy booking here for Chris Jericho.
And Chris Jericho.
Imagine they do Chris Jericho. They do like two mystery opponents, and the first one's Chris Jericho.
That'll be the worst match we've ever seen in our lives.
Let me book this. You get Chris Jericho in the ring, right? Mystery opponent, and it's Joe Hendry. Imagine Jericho's face of like disgust and frustration when Joe Hendry walks to the ring, and then Joe Hendry ends up beating Chris Jericho in Jericho's return. And then you could curve off, because I agree they're not the best wrestlers. But a feud between Joe Hendry and Chris Jericho would be the funniest feud probably of 2026.
Chris Jericho being like his more, yeah, just made the list character would be hilarious.
Chris Jericho versus Joe. I mean, we're seeing it on NXT right now with Joe Hendry and Ethan Page, which I feel like is very similar to that. I think this would be, especially with Jericho, like, imagine he has that you just made the list vibe, but also, like, I'm a legend, like, you can't tell me nothing, and it's like Joe Hendry just fucking him up for, like, months.
Just always coming out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I like it. I just, for me, it hurts my heart giving away 2 spots to them. Like, maybe this was 15 years ago, Chris Jericho. I think Chris Jericho is, like, if... I think Chris Jericho is a very talented wrestler. But it's just hard to watch when we were talking about it. The dude's broad and has a 6-pack. Like, it's the craziest build I've ever seen in my life. And I don't know, but his character work is great.
It is great.
And his promos are still great. I think he could put people over, and he still has juice in the tank. I don't know if I want to see him in this tournament, but...
I think for me...
You could do that outside of it, too. That's the thing.
The first round, I'm cool being unserious. I think once we get later into the tournament, I want good matches. I want 30-minute bangers. I want stuff like that. And if you want to make some money, check out our sponsor of the show, Boom Fantasy. You can use code RTP for a risk-free bet up to $100. It's the #1 way to support RTP Wrestling and all our other Run the Play shows. So please check that out. Code RTP will get you a risk-free bet up to $100, and the link is going to be in the description as well. What's your next match looking like?
Hard. This is one I don't know who should go over.
Okay, talk to me.
Drew versus Finn.
Oh man, that's...
You could just imagine Finn fucking up Drew McIntyre, beating him clean. Just imagine this.
It would be a 10 count. Triple H never wants to see either of those guys win anything.
Which is why we put them together.
One of them has to win.
They're gonna roll each other up. Yeah, they're gonna.
Yeah, literally, it's just some bullshit.
But like that's a match. I mean, both of those guys are both guys that I wish one was WWE champ. I wish one was world champ. You know what I mean? I wish Drew beat Cody two matches ago. I wish Finn was in contention for Punk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shout out Punk for saying that too. Punk said he wants Finn.
Yeah, and honestly, I think Punk also knows that if Punk is gonna have any 5-star matches left in the tank, it's gonna be with someone like Finn.
Yeah.
You know, I think him and Cena, give him some time. We just had to at the wrestling school that I'm at, we had to watch a match, and we had to watch the Money in the Bank with Cena and Punk.
Dude, that's my favorite.
When it comes to wrestling psychology and seeing communication and realizing, man, they were calling everything on the spot, and John Cena trusting them, because I mean we've all heard Cena call matches. Leg drop, watch the elbow, you know, corner, hit the ropes, like he just yells, and he just like doesn't even care. But the fact that he lets Punk be in the driver's seat, and you can just see the seamless nature, and even when they botch, and then Cena working through an injury, Punk working through an injury in that match, and delivering a 5-star classic, I think we have one more. Yeah. I think Cena and Punk as 2 faces together, mega faces of the company. I think this is a rare time where you can do a face versus face and it makes sense.
So wait. I want to backtrack. You're jumping the gun. You're saying Punk's winning your tournament?
No.
Okay.
I don't. I think Cena's a liar. I think
he's really good.
I think he got 10 more matches. No, that's unfortunately. I think what we did see last was what will be the end of it, because we'll get to it. But
I will say, and this is completely off the tournament now, but Punk's character to me has been very uninspiring. But Punk has had one of the best runs, like, since 2012, 2011, whenever the summer of Punk was. I mean, between Drew, Cena, the WrestleMania Triple Threat, Gunther, like, this dude, the Seth matches, I think could have been better.
Yeah.
Like, when you compare him to those 4 matches, the Seth matches are the ones where you kind of like, oh yeah, he did beef with Seth, even though that was supposed to be like the blood feud or whatever.
His best match was Gunther and Hell. I mean, not Gunther.
I thought it was Gunther.
Drew and Hell in a Cell was my
that
favorite
one too.
Match. But Gunther's his match with Gunther was actually very, very
I thought
good.
that match got so much hate when it happened, but
people just hate Gunther.
They hate the slow style, which I get.
And
it was like Gunther's killing this man, and then Punk somehow wins. So I get it.
It did give Brock Lesnar and Cena, where Cena just got mauled, and then he just hits an AA or two on the steps and pins Lesnar.
But I was cool with it. It worked for me. I watched that one drunk. We had a double date, me and my girlfriend, and let's say a lot of people had too much to drink, so there was like 4 people sleeping in my room, and I was downstairs in the living room watching SummerSlam. It's not good working. And then my brother gets home from work,
and there's Aiden, and like you don't see that in wrestling.
My brother gets home from work. And it's like 11 p.m. and he's like, "Did you watch SummerSlam?" I'm literally watching it right now. And he's like, "Watch this." And then Punk pins him, and then I'm like, he won. That's it, you know. And then Seth comes out, he throws the fucking the crutches, and my brother's like looking at me like I'm a little kid watching this.
You're just like,
I was that got the biggest pop for me this year. So
that's what I mean is that like Seth. We have videos on, so we can do a whole other video on that. But the reason why I bring up CM Punk is because I think the winner who I have winning this is, I think, potential of something new is better than running something back that we've already seen run back during his run. So I like the idea of having a new match. Because I know we would have a good match with Punk again, you know? But that's why Drew versus Finn, I don't know who should go over. I think Drew would win, though.
Okay.
I do think Drew would win, but my heart wants Finn to win.
I think there could be a lot more shenanigans against Drew between Jacob Fatu, Randy Orton, Damian Priest, Aleister Black.
All on Judgment Day as well with Finn.
There's just so much shit that could go wrong.
You know,
so that could be the out to where Drew gets skidooed over again, you know. But let me give you my next one, and this is a Gunther one. And you know, Gunther was in a faction, right? And I feel like we kind of forget that because of what he is now with Ludwig Kaiser, right? So what if we see Gunther versus El Grande Americano in the first round? Just a perfect, easy, cool Gunther, a way to get Gunther versus Ludwig without it having hate involved. And I mean, we don't even know if it's really Ludwig, if we're being honest.
There's no solid proof.
There's no proof. I have no evidence.
He works just like him, looks just like him.
Yeah.
Has a German accent just like him, but
El Grande Americano's with that like Mexican reporter. Ludwig's with Tiffany Stratton. So like, he's not living double life, you know.
That's too hard.
It's just too much shit.
Too much thinking.
A lot of politics.
A lot of politics. 2 different addresses. It wouldn't work. I like that idea. I like El Grande. I didn't like the gimmick when Chad Gable was doing it. I thought it was stupid. I thought it was Triple H just trying to put his dad humor into it. But then Ludwig comes in and shows this absolute genuine level of respect to the Mexican people. Comes out singing Cielito Lindo, and which by the way, like he's not. It's so funny. Ole is not a Mexican thing.
Ole.
That's Spanish. And also he says Cielito Lindo. He does the Spanish pronunciation, but he's a Mexican. So that's why I find it funny now, is because they're just leaning into the fact that he's not speaking like a Mexican luchador. He's speaking like he's Spanish, and that adds a whole other layer to it. We're so many layers deep into this gimmick where now I'm like, I don't ever want it to end. I'm sorry, Ludwig's dead. We should have done the Vince McMahon gimmick of the limousine blows up, Ludwig's dead. Like we should have a week where Ludwig comes back just to like shoot him in the face, and then now El Grande is here forever. Like
I felt like with El Grande Americano, especially the Gable stuff, I didn't hate it, and this is why, right? It was so funny at first. Like I feel like one of our first wrestling conversations was about that.
Yeah.
And then it kind of gets like, okay, like when is this gonna end? When is Gable gonna end? And then it gets to a point where it's almost comedic that it hasn't ended yet, and that's what's going on with Ludwig. Like I felt the same way with Jericho and AEW when he was doing the learning tree shit, where I'm like, bro, like no one fucking likes this. Can you stop doing it? And then by the end, I'm like, everyone hates this so much. It's so funny.
It was like an example of that not working was the Raw general manager.
The computer?
The anonymous Raw general manager, where it was just dumb because they didn't have an end goal in sight. But when you have an end goal in sight like Jericho had, like with the list of Jericho was a hit right away.
Well, I'm thinking about the learning tree. I'm talking about AEW.
No, I'm saying like how he does that. Yeah, he's very good at finding something annoying and then getting it over.
Yeah.
And the learning tree thing there. And then Chris Jericho is just very much so can just polish a turd.
Yeah.
For better or for worse, like he's just very good at taking anything, even if it's hated, and really getting it over.
Because that's to be funny. Like
it has to be. He doesn't mind being hated.
Having a computer be the general manager just isn't funny.
Like, and then it was Hornswoggle. Do you remember?
I don't remember.
It was fucking Hornswoggle, which just shows it's like we'll just make it the little guy. Like
the most Vince way of doing it.
Put him under the ring for 4 hours. Ah! You know, like, and then, like, it's just, he has no, it was fucking Hornswoggle the whole time. And how long was it? Like a 2-year gimmick?
Yeah,
like,
I remember that from when I was
forever.
a youngin, bro. But yeah, I think this would be a cool way to get Gunther versus Ludwig at the end of the day.
Who would you win? Gunther?
I have Gunther winning.
Okay.
I have Gunther winning. I don't know if I've said that. I had Edge beating Trick. I had Oba beating Braun.
You have Edge beating Trick?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I think if Edge is in it, Edge has to progress. And then I have Joe Hendry beating Jericho, and then Gunther winning as well.
And even seeing Edge versus Sheamus, I mean.
Oh, we're gonna get there.
Okay, I'm thinking like if Edge is really in this, like I don't want to be disappointed because so many cool things happen all the time, and that would be a really cool thing to happen, and I really don't think it is.
I'm a wrestling fan, bro. I love to be disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, 2015 WWE is like is nightmare fuel, dude, and we stuck it through. So my next match is my next Gunther match, Gunther versus Rusev.
Wow.
And I don't know. This current gimmick for Rusev doesn't remind me of the feud with Cena at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Gunther. I'll flip between the two. I use them interchangeably.
Ring General.
The Ring General, yeah. I think Gunther wins this, and I think this will be a very good match. And I think Gunther and Rusev. I think this will set up a feud down the road for them. And I can see Gunther going for the IC title again. I can see him going for that and just kind of staying there because I don't know if there's much space for him at the top.
Yeah.
Because if there's no space for him, because I want Drew to be in there, and if Gunther's there, Drew, there's too many people.
LA Knight, I think.
LA Knight also needs a shot too. LA Knight, so Gunther needs to
even AJ
find a new lane.
Styles. I feel like AJ Styles has been on such a run.
It sucks he's retiring soon, and I think are they gonna pull the trigger on him if he's retiring soon? Like that's what's sad.
I'll say this: one of our videos coming up will definitely be our AJ Styles retirement booking. So
from here on out, yeah.
We definitely have to do that. We could book Royal Rumble to.
So many of these people retiring. It's so sad. Like we know Ray's retiring soon too.
Even Cody. Cody said his next WWE contract's his last one.
Well, but it was like an 8-year contract.
Well, he hasn't signed it yet. I think his is coming up in 27.
I mean, his last one was an 8-year, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I'm thinking it comes up in like 27, 28, and then he might, because I think he's gonna be done soon. Like not soon, but I think
he's got kids. Like
yeah, and that's what he says. Like he just seems like a real ass dude.
I don't want to see these old guys like Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels. Like I love that match at Mania, Ric Flair's retirement, but like that was a hard match to watch. I'm like, man, stop beating the guy. Stop beating the man up.
Flair, bro. That dude just has an ego. That man just didn't want to go.
He just crunches on some Percocets and it's like, we can do it.
Woo!
So Gunther goes through, and I think that will be a feud down the line.
Okay. I have more grounded matches from here on out.
Okay.
Other than Edge progressing, obviously.
Kind of me too.
And I'll go with this one. This is on the Edge side, so the winner would fight Edge.
Okay.
I have Braun Breaker versus Javon Evans. And if you're familiar with Javon Evans, all that dude does is put out bangers. He's like 21. I think he's a guy that would have to be in this tournament. And he's just hot right now, bro. But Braun Breaker, I think, would beat him. I think Javon Evans could take a spear like no one else in WWE right now. And Braun Breaker, I think.
Braun's not losing for a while.
No.
He would need to. I'm curious to know who you think would beat Braun, unless you have Braun winning the tournament. We'll get there, obviously.
Well, my next matchup would be Braun Edge. So let's keep that in mind.
Spear versus
Spear versus Spear.
Uh-oh.
Which I feel like we just have to get.
Yeah, I know who I would want to win that. So
Well,
that's yours,
we'll
right?
talk about it. Yeah. This is my bracket.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Then, so for me, Ilya versus Nakamura is my next match.
That'd be a fucking banger.
Ilya versus Shinsuke. That's my dream first pick. And sorry, Shinsuke, you're not, brother. However, I think that would be a very good match. Ilya Dragunov needs to win that.
Or they're getting into the end of the match, and someone comes out in a hoodie, stuffs Ilya, and it's Rick Boogs.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. That fucking mustache brute.
My name is Rick Boogs.
That freaking porn stash right there, dude. Like,
for real.
It makes me uncomfortable. I don't know what it is about a big, thick mustache, and that's it.
And he's just a shredded guy.
He's yacked.
Yeah, it's just like, bro, let's relax. But yeah, no, that is a match that if we don't see it in the tournament, we better see it in the open
Before
challenge.
Nakamura's done.
In the open challenge. I mean, that's the opportunity to do it, and I don't think Shinsuke being in that match would be like, oh, Shinsuke has to
I just think Nakamura needs to be in the tournament, and I'm like, who would he best be against? Ilya.
Yeah.
And let's be real, we all know Logan Paul's going to be in this tournament. He's not on my list.
I don't have him on mine either.
But I know he's going to be in it, and how I think W is going to do it, just to throw a spitball, Gunther is going to just squash Logan Paul in round 1. That's what I think is going to happen.
I'd be cool with it. I'll give you my next one too. I think this match should happen just because I feel like both these guys have to be in the tournament. Mm-hmm. They're younger guys, and that's Solo Sikoa versus Carmelo Hayes. I think Carmelo Hayes has to be in this tournament just because he's from Boston. He's young. It'd be cool to see like Ken.
Both of their personalities will be funny as fuck.
It would be cool. Solo is elite. Solo the MFT stuff. I love it. I know a lot of people don't, but I love it.
I like it.
He is someone where everyone kind of hated, and it's like gone so long where it's like funny now.
Yeah.
And so the winner of this would fight Oba. So I'd have Melo and Oba in the next round, which would be a banger. That would be a banger.
Ooh. And I think Solo and Melo would actually genuinely have a good one-on-one feud.
Solo's a good wrestler.
If WWE could keep their fucking hands out of it and just let them wrestle, let them wrestle, you know, good old-fashioned wrestling. That's what I want to see from them. Because the MFT stuff, like I know they're gonna get involved, and Melo will never get a clean win. Like, but I want to just see that. I want to see a clean match between them because Solo is a good wrestler and his gimmick is hilarious.
Yeah.
People, I don't know. People hate on him like Gunther for some reason. Like you said. It was hated at first. It's because it wasn't sticking. It seemed phony. But now Solo, I think he's kind of like, I'm fighting for my job right now.
Yeah.
I need to like pick it up, and it works.
I've always liked Solo. The only Solo match that disappointed me was Solo versus John Cena. Other than that, I can't think of a time. Like even Solo Roman in January was a very good match. Solo versus Cody in the steel cage, that like had Umaga vibes. Like I think. I don't know.
I just hate the distraction stuff. Anytime I think of Solo, I think, oh, the guy that can never get a clean win.
Yeah, which is it's funny.
I think Solo should get a couple clean wins. I think there's guys he can beat.
But Roman never had clean wins as a champ.
I don't think we need to do that to all the Samoans. Why can't we just have a dominant
Samoan? Let's do it for Solo.
Like, actually, I guess we have Jacob Fatu, but now he's on the show.
We have Fatu, we have Roman, we have
Fatu wins clean all the time.
Yeah, well, so I feel like there's a lot of guys that could have that. I just think it's like because Solo's a funny guy. You could play this like Roman Reigns light character with him, which I prefer. But I do have Carmelo Hayes beating him. I don't know if I said that, but
you did, yeah.
I just think Carmelo Hayes.
You have Melo going on to Oba.
Yeah, Melo Oba next. Yeah. Where are you at?
So this is one I haven't talked to you about at all.
Okay.
Randy Orton versus Braun Breaker.
Please.
And I think Braun should beat Randy.
Interesting.
Or Randy fucking kicks Braun's head off. I'm 50-50 on this, but I should say what I want to happen. I want Randy to beat Braun.
Okay.
And I would rather have Randy go further on. I just don't see WWE having Braun lose.
That's a tough match.
That's the thing.
That because
you're kind of booked into a corner there.
Both of those guys should probably be the next world champions for both the belts.
But since it's a John Cena tournament, I think I should think about it that way. It's a John Cena tournament. Yeah. Randy Orton should beat Braun. If it was just a regular like King of the Ring, I think I would say Braun should win. But since it's a John Cena tournament, people who I want to see possibly face John Cena, I think Randy going further, and there's so many other guys that are being progressed on that Randy could lose to more feasibly. I think Randy winning, maybe via distraction. I mean, Braun's division's got ops everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they've got people that can interfere. I mean, I think we won't see a clean finish in that match. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So
which sucks because I would love this tournament to have clean finishes. But
I think majority of them will be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I keep thinking of it in a sense of like a King of the Ring perspective, but it's a John Cena tournament, so Randy definitely should be going over.
I just don't have Randy on mine because they had their match already, and they said it's the last time. So that was my only thing. But if I were to like,
what's Randy doing right now?
He's hurt. He's on the shelf.
Again?
But I think he's gonna.
Is it a shoot injury?
Everyone thinks. I don't know, but everyone thinks he's the one that attacked Fatu. That's like the theory. So I don't know, but I would love to see Randy come back and be inserted in the world title. I don't think I need him in this, but I mean, if you tease me with Randy versus Cena again, I'm gonna bite. You know?
Yeah, I always like that.
My next match. This is my Sheamus match. This is another guy that doesn't work for WWE, but I think will be in this tournament, and that's Sheamus versus Dolph Ziggler, Nick Nemeth, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
And I have Sheamus progressing in this one. I think Ziggler could take a brogue kick like probably no one else. You know.
Seeing a Ziggler bump again would just feed my life in WWE TV. Like that would be awesome. I mean, how do you make a Goldberg match fun? Let Dolph Ziggler take a spear. You know, like then it's a good.
Have you heard Ziggler talk about that?
Yeah, I saw that the CD. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a great podcast.
I didn't listen to the full thing, but I saw the clip of him talking about that. That's what made me think about it. But yeah, I mean, if Sheamus is in this tournament, I want to see Sheamus go far. And there's a lot of good matches that I think Sheamus could have. And the next one would be Sheamus versus Joe Hendry in the tournament, which they're both from, or no, Joe Hendry's from Scotland. Sheamus is from Ireland, which they're close, right? They're borders. I'm bad with that.
Somewhere. They're over there.
Yeah, they're not near us, so they know each other.
They know each other.
But no, I think that would be cool. Like a cool match, a cool way to get that.
Yeah. I have. This is a weird one.
Is this your last match of the first round?
It's my last match of the first round.
Okay.
Yeah. The Miz versus either Dominic Mysterio or Rey Mysterio. If we're going the John Cena route, Rey would be a fun one to have in there. However, Rey just gets squashed. I think Dominic would be my preferred Mysterio in the match. What do you think? Would you rather see Dom or Rey? Because for me, I think I'd rather see Dominic.
I think I'd rather. Well, you have the Miz winning, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I think you could do Rey and have Dom come out and interfere with it.
Yeah, I think Rey would. I think the Miz could feasibly beat Rey. That's the thing, is that like the Miz's current presentation, I don't think beats anybody else in this tournament.
Literally. But maybe this could be the get him hot.
Dominic fucks over his dad, yeah.
The Miz turns up. Like, the Miz versus Gunther 2 years ago for the IC
It was great.
Amazing, and I thought the feud was amazing. And honestly, I thought the Miz should have been the one to beat him at that time. Obviously, we got Sammy, so it works out anyway. But I think the Miz is a guy that whenever they need him to turn it on, he could turn it on.
And the Miz definitely deserves the win.
Yeah.
And okay, so there we go. That's our first picks.
Well, I still have mine because you started.
Oh shit.
So I'm in my last match. I just think this is a banger. This is a very possible first round matchup. Sami Zayn versus Dominic Mysterio. And you have Dominic Mysterio, obviously, go over. I think Sami Zayn's going to be kind of waiting around until the Royal Rumble because
doing nothing.
That's my prediction for winning the Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia, and we finally get that, finish the story. Sami
yeah, that's a whole other thing we need. We need to book the Royal Rumble.
We're going to do that for sure.
Yeah.
We'll do that 1,000%. But Dom Mysterio is going to be facing Gunther in the next round. That's where I'm at with it. I could start the second round if you're cool with it.
Yeah, you start the second round. I'm gonna write out my thing so I can just actually
get it there.
There we go.
Where should I go? So right now.
Are you just gonna mismatch book it, or are you gonna do the?
I did it. I got mine written out. I got it tournamented it out. So my second round matchups, just to kind of get you guys there, is Edge versus Braun, Sheamus versus Joe Hendry, Dom versus Gunther, and Oba versus Melo. I will say I have a lot of upsets in this round. So I'll start off with probably the most major one. I would have Dominic Mysterio upset Gunther, and not Gunther at the tournament. I think
for real.
I think if you have a tournament like this, and it's gonna be mocked as like wrestling,
that pop would be crazy.
Straight up, I think Dominic Mysterio is the only one that could beat Gunther because he would cheat, that, and that's perfectly fine. I don't see anyone else in this tournament beating Gunther and it making sense.
Fair enough.
And I want John Cena versus Gunther, but there's other options that I'm cool with. I would like to see. Imagine how pissed Gunther would be if Dominic Mysterio beat him.
That honestly could be a good juice to give his gimmick.
Yeah.
A little more nitrous. You know what I mean? Because
you lose to Dom, you lose to Jey Uso. You're a bum, bro.
That's the thing. I don't think he would take it how I think WWE would. That's more creative, and it's more of it's a bigger swing than I think WWE would take with his character.
For sure.
After coming back from a loss and being gone for a while. But if they're gonna have him lose, make something good of it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make something good of it and make it get it trending. You know
I feel like everything right now is pointing towards Dominic Mysterio being a world champion by the end of next year.
I agree.
So let's just get him as hot as you can to get him.
Or at the very least, for sure by the following, if for some reason they put him on ice like they did with LA Knight for how fucking long.
But you're saying, right, everyone's getting old. We're losing John Cena, we're losing AJ Styles, we're probably losing Rey Mysterio sometime soon.
Honestly, we're probably losing LA Knight soon, unfortunately.
Whoa.
I'm saying he's their age too.
Yeah, but he's
he looks younger because his Gillette works better. I'm telling you.
I think LA is gonna stick around just because he has more to prove. Everybody else has proven. Even
You think he's gonna be like Ric Flair, 70?
Yeah.
Saggy as fuck. Yeah, in the 70s.
No, but I think.
I think he'll be a manager like he was in when he's done.
Eli Drake or Max Dupree. My biggest
He's dead named, bro.
yeah, my bad. My biggest gripe with WWE is like I love Cody, I love Punk, I love Roman, I love Seth.
Yeah.
But we got to start getting these young guys involved because there's gonna be such a nasty dead period.
Do you remember that dead period last time when Cena went away for the first time? And Roman was being pushed, and
That's when I wasn't watching.
He wasn't ready.
But I've seen it.
I stopped watching, like the dog food match when I saw that, and I was like, okay, so I'm not missing anything. Got it.
Yeah. It's just like you can't get put in this hole again. You know, you gotta start building main eventers, or else like, who's in the main event right now that's young other than Braun Breaker? And I guess Gunther. Like you need to start having some of these guys.
How old's Bronson Reed?
Is he a main eventer?
I think he will be. Like by then.
I think he will be too, but I don't know. But he's younger.
Unfortunately, Logan Paul.
Logan
Paul's young and he'll be around for a while.
Also they're all heels. Like there's guys.
They're literally all heels. Yeah.
Like Dom could be a heel face.
Dude,
like
the fact that the Logan Paul face, they were testing it. Did you see that?
I don't think they were testing it.
No, I think they were trying to see if they could get the audience to cheer for him, even for a second. And they did. And I'm like, you betrayed us. It was like, no. Like, they did it. Which, like, it shows that there is a kernel of a face turn eventually. Which, it was a proof of concept. I don't think
they'll do it. I have stuff on that, and I'm going to save it for when we talk about the episode.
We talk about fucking Logan Paul. Oh, God, the worst episode of the... Okay.
But I do have Dom. Are you good? You want me to say my next match, too?
No, I got it now.
Okay, go ahead.
So my first match, CM Punk versus Ilya.
Banger.
Ilya wins.
Banger.
Ilya wins.
That's the guy that Punk would put over too.
Yes, and Ilya wins in like legitimately dominant fashion, and we get the handshake at the end. Like CM Punk being like, "What the fuck?" Like I'm the champion. And I just got rocked. I can see Ilya and Dominic. I can see Ilya becoming champion before Dominic, and Dominic somehow beating Ilya. I wish Dominic. I wish he would abandon the 619 a little bit. I hope he comes up with his own finisher soon. Maybe once he retires his dad.
Weren't they teasing like that frog splash for a while?
Mm-hmm.
So.
And then now it's I don't know, but so that's my first though. CM Punk versus Ilya. Ilya's going over.
Okay.
And I think that would be a very, very good match. That we could even, if Ilya loses the title, Ilya can challenge Punk if Punk sticks around the championship long enough, which I don't think Punk's gonna have the championship for.
It'll be Braun coming soon too.
I think we see a 4 or 5 month long at most.
Yeah, I think once Royal Rumble hits, it's Braun's time.
Yep.
My next match, we'll talk about it. Edge versus Braun Breaker. And I just think if Edge is in this tournament, he should go. So I have Edge beating Braun Breaker. I would guess by some interference because they're definitely going to protect the WWE guy, the future, the young guy. But I just think the spear versus spear match is something that if we get Edge, we know it's not going to be long term. So we should not fuck around. We should get Edge versus Braun Breaker.
I think WWE is petty enough. As in, like, how I think it should go. I think Edge should go over because it's a John Cena thing. I think if WWE somehow gets Edge, they're going to be like, yeah, but he's losing.
This is my thing, though.
Because look what they did to Sting, bro. Dude, like, he was like, they screwed him over so bad in his WWE run just because he wasn't a WWE guy.
I think Triple H, one, has more respect. And I think, two, other than the
especially for Edge.
Other than the matches we've seen, what match versus John Cena would sell the most? Edge.
Honestly, out of all of these, Edge or Punk.
But we've seen Punk and Cena already.
It would still sell.
I don't think it's something.
But I think Edge would be the guy. That would be the money. That would be the match. Unless unfortunately, unless Dwayne Johnson is the surprise guy. Imagine LA Knight's surprise opponent
is The Rock.
Is Dwayne Johnson. But no, I think Dwayne realized that he stumped the place out and is kind of sticking away.
Dude, I don't know. Because I saw Cody Rhodes on a podcast.
Don't even say this.
Recently, and this dude was saying that, like, he was talking about his Mount Rushmore. He put The Rock in the Mount Rushmore, and he's like, you know, when Rock came back with the Final Boss stuff, like, it was amazing, and, like, we're just, like, getting started with that. And I was like, bro, like, he's going to be a part of WrestleMania build again. I think that's a lot, whether that's a one-time appearance like last year, or if it's the Cody Rhodes, Bloodline Rules, we get that one.
Slap your mama, whatever he was saying, right? Like,
Mama Rose. I'm gonna give you this belt.
I did like that run, but it was literally just the only thing. The reason why I'm like, fuck Dwayne Johnson is just because of the Travis Scott stuff. That's like it.
And I honestly, the Final Boss stuff I didn't love because I feel like they should have been doing that shit with Roman, not The Rock. The Roman just turned into a fucking groupie for that run.
Yeah, he kind of got little broed.
He was just chilling, like, yeah, get a Rock. Like, come on, bro.
He did get little broed. We can do WrestleMania Dream Booking, but just as a sneak peek, I think it needs to be Rock versus Roman.
We have to get it.
It needs to be. That's another guy's retiring soon.
Unless we get Rock Cody. That's the only other, like, the
I
only
think
way that'd be cool.
Rock Cody leads to Rock Roman.
I think so too.
Unfortunately, Cody Hogan beats Dwayne, and then I think that would lead to the Roman.
I would be cool with it because I don't want to see The Rock with the strap anytime soon.
We just kind of touched on it, by the way. This goes into my second match.
Go ahead.
Gunther versus The Miz. We run it back.
That'd be cool.
We run it back, and unfortunately,
I can see Gunther squashing him.
The Miz is looking at the lights in this one.
Yeah.
I actually think it would be a good match. I think we run it back because, Mike the Miz, he has a way of. WWE gives him the absolute worst slop known to man, and he just makes it believable and makes you believe in him.
Yeah.
And I genuinely think they would have a really, really good match. I would love to see that feud again.
I loved Melodome Miz. I think I was in the very small minority, but
well, they just got back together for no reason. They're like, hey, by the way, we're cool, right?
Carmelo Hayes being this like, I'm the coldest motherfucker, and the Miz just kind of hopping on it and being like.
Me too.
Yeah, like I'm in your corner. I'm the Miz. Like I loved it. I thought that was so cool.
I'm the Miz and I'm awesome. I'm the Miz and I'm awesome.
That's all I need. All I need is a couple of those, and I'm cool. But it'd be cool to see that match with a bunch of close calls and like, is WWE gonna actually have the Miz versus Cena and stuff like that? So I would be completely fine with that.
Yeah.
I feel like if the Miz is gonna be the winner, we're not gonna get a great tournament. Like I think they're gonna lower the quality of the wrestlers in the tournament. So, which I could definitely see, but I don't know. My next match
it'd be Battle of the Mid Card, yeah.
Is Melo Oba, which would be a barn burner.
Oba's gotta go over.
I have Melo winning.
You have Melo winning?
I'm a Melo guy. I think the Boston stuff with John Cena is.
If you have Oba beat Brock, and then Melo beats Oba,
I
know wrestling math doesn't make sense.
Let me tell you why. I think this is the main roster debut of Melo and Trick together. I think Trick comes out and he screws Oba. Oba can't lose this clean. I agree with that.
Okay.
But I think Melo Trick is something that. This is one of the problems I have with NXT, where they test everything down there. It's like Melo and Trick, shout out Trick Williams, he's a main eventer in NXT. They shouldn't have split him from Melo. I think that was gold. Like there's things that are lightning in a bottle that you wait for that heel turn to be on the main roster. Whenever Trick's ready to get called.
And even possibly Ricky Saints getting involved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Call him up too. I mean, they've been testing out bringing NXT even champions like Soul and like coming up over to
Ethan Page was on SmackDown.
Yeah, and I think just because Ricky Saints is champion doesn't mean he can't come and fuck people over in other matches too.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that feud get continued as well because their match was great.
Yeah, I do too. I'll save that. I'll save some Ricky Saints hate because I love Ricky Saints, but I just didn't think that he should beat Oba the way he did. Like, it was just not enough.
It was a good match, but it wasn't. I kind of see what you mean, where like it really wasn't all that believable, but it was a good finish.
I didn't think. I was like, that's it. Like, really? Like, it's Oba fucking. Jovan Evans should have beat Oba. I hate to be that guy.
Well, honestly, Oba shouldn't have lost.
He shouldn't have lost. It was like unless he's hurt, which I could.
Have we seen him since? I haven't kept up since he lost.
No, we haven't. There's a lot of wrestling that I just think revolves around people getting hurt, and like we were like, oh, why aren't they there? What? That doesn't make sense. It's like
like we robbed him of CM Punk WrestleMania because his tricep popped from taking his DDT.
Or like Stephanie Vauquer in the build up to I don't remember what it was. Like she was hurt, and everyone's like, why isn't she on TV? I think it was her versus Io or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, bro, because she's hurt. Like it's just.
The same thing happened with Rhea too, where like they didn't really say anything, and then she came back and she was smaller.
Yeah.
People were like, "What? She's so small." I'm like, "Guys, chill out."
Like they're obviously hurt. So
they're just working around injuries.
Let them rock. So.
Did you say your third?
That is my third. That is my. I'm ahead of you now.
Oh, so I'll do my third. Oh yeah, you started. So my third, Randy versus Jay.
Yeah.
Because I do think I changed my pick from Matt. I want Matt Cardona to go through, but Matt Cardona he beat Jay. At least not with WWE booking it. So I think Randy versus Jay, and I think, I don't know. I think Jay would probably beat Randy.
I think this would be a cool catalyst to see the nasty side of Randy. Like if Randy punted Jey Uso,
if that Randy's there 2008, 2009, Randy comes out, yeah, you're right. But like, I just like if I'm thinking of WWE's booking and I'm like, oh, Jay, you sell some t-shirts, right? But in every single aspect, Randy should win this match. And you know what? It's my list. I'm gonna put Randy because that's what I want to happen.
Yeah.
But I think saying Matt Cardona versus Jay, even though I want it to happen, it's too far-fetched. But Randy beating Jay is believable. Like, I want to see Randy punt. They've been teasing us with that punt for how long
I think
now?
he punted Fatu.
You think that's what we're going to see?
I think that's what we're going to see.
We're going to see some footage, some CCTV of Randy just cracking him.
Yeah. I think that's where we're going with that. Especially because his teeth were out. Like, who else would do that? Unless it was a Claymore. But you're not going to lose your teeth off a Crossroads, which is like the other theory. Or it's like or Oba.
No, it was actually a Judas elbow from Chris Jericho. That's what it was, actually.
That's what I knew.
That's what it was. It was a Judas elbow that put Fatu on the shelf. Actually.
Yeah, I'm cool with that too. Honestly, bring back Jericho. Man. You just made the win, bro. If Chris Jericho came back and fucked up Jacob Fatu, that man better win the world championship. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. No, seriously. But that match would be so funny looking.
It would be weird.
Just seeing that Lego brick looking man get manhandled by Jacob Fatu for probably a 40-minute match because it's Chris Jericho.
He could last. Pause.
You got 15. We got 30, right?
Let me give you my next one.
Okay.
Easy. Sheamus versus Joe Hendry. We end the Joe Hendry love. Shout out Joe, but Sheamus goes over.
What do you mean? Joe Hendry should beat Sheamus.
Now we get Edge versus Sheamus and we get Melo versus Dom on opposite sides of the bracket.
And since they're both European, they'll put some like vaguely racist street fighting into it.
Just like whatever country they're in.
Yeah. Or do you see the joke? Rey Mysterio and Dominic, it's gonna be a San Diego street fight, like something like that.
It's just like whatever city they're in, street fight.
Yeah.
Or a pub match or whatever, a Donnybrook match.
A Donnybrook match. That was so weird.
I loved it.
It was weird. I liked it, but it was weird.
Wait, I like the Rusev one. Was that a Donnybrook match too, or no?
I don't remember.
The one where they
it was like a pub something.
Where they were standing on the barrels.
Oh, they hit the white noise off the top, dude. That was crazy.
That was insane, but that was a good one too. But
and obviously, Joe Henry.
Cool.
That's a 3-minute match. Sheamus is home before the show's over.
Yeah, maybe Jericho comes out, makes Joe Hendry look away, and then we get a bro kick, and that's it. Daniel Bryan run it back. So yeah, I have Edge versus Sheamus, Melo, Dom. What's your?
That would be a dream person to come back, who obviously won't, is Daniel Bryan for this bracket.
Yeah, he's way too tied in with AEW.
Way too, but I just the dream days. Because Cena was one of the big reasons Daniel Bryan even got the yes movement over. Cause he was
Cena was the one who kind of greenlit him.
Go for it.
Yeah.
My last match is Drew versus Sheamus.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Love it.
Big men slapping man meat. Actually, it's Drew versus Big E. Because Sheamus is going to get attacked backstage, and Big E's going to come back. No. Unironically though, Big E versus John Cena would have been a really cool feud.
Yeah.
But Drew versus Sheamus.
I would love to see that in the championship too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That would be a good further on. I could see both of them going. I could see Sheamus going for the IC title. If the IC title's involved, Sheamus has to be involved because he could be a two birds one stone thing.
Yeah.
Where Sheamus gets the IC title off of John Cena just getting his IC title off of Dom, which is what I think should happen. I think that's why Dom's not in. I was thinking about putting Dom in here, but I'm like, no, I think Cena should have a one-on-one match with Dom, get the IC title. Or if someone beats Dom for the IC title, like if Ray beats Dom for the IC title which should not happen. And then Cena beats Ray, we get that throwback match, and then Cena goes into the tournament as the IC champion. Whoever wins gets the title as well.
Or flip it.
Because Cena does retire as champion, as he said from the beginning.
I feel like if John Cena's going to lose this last match, it has to be a young guy. Like, I don't get why because then you're taking the moment away from Sheamus. If John Cena's retiring, no one's going to give a fuck Sheamus is there. You know what I'm trying to I think so it'd be cool if, let's say, Sheamus beats Dom and then Sheamus wins the tournament and Sheamus is like, alright, I'll put my title.
Sheamus goes into it with the IC title.
Yeah.
That would be better.
And
then John Cena wins the title.
And then you get that moment and Sheamus
leaves as champion.
Yeah.
And then we get that, then we can even get a vacant title tournament.
Yeah, throw another tournament. Royal Rumbles for the IC tournament.
Yeah, IC title. And then Or no, it'll be Triple H booking. It'll be a fatal 4-way for the title. That's what it'll be. It'll be a fatal 4-way.
And it'll be like 3 bums and like Dom, and then you're like, Dom's winning this, or Bronson Reed, or whoever. I think Bronson should be the next time.
The Drew versus Sheamus, I really don't know.
Yeah.
If the IC titles involve Sheamus, but who my heart of hearts wants, it's just.
Drew.
I think my heart of hearts is Drew, because I think Drew versus, so the rest of people in my bracket are Ilya, Gunther, Randy, and Drew. Drew versus any of them is a great match.
Yeah.
Sheamus versus any of them.
I still think it's a great match, but I think
But I think Drew would do a better match, because I just think
you have 3 like main eventer, borderline main eventers, and I love Sheamus, but he just hasn't been that this last year. He's been putting out bangers, but when you say Drew, Randy, Ilya, and Gunther, those are 4 main event guys, or at least borderline. So I'm cool with that. Now we're both into our last 2 matches.
Yep.
And
man.
I think I said it already, but Edge versus Sheamus, Melo versus Dom. I'll start with Melo versus Dom, and I have Melo winning. I have Melo beating Dominic Mysterio, and we could have the Trick Williams stuff be involved, whatever. I just think Melo is a guy that needs a big push, and there's no natural way to get him there, because Cody's the champion on SmackDown. So I think this is the easiest way to get him there. And Melo in the championship would face the winner of Edge versus Sheamus.
Yeah. And, I'm just thinking about how Oba beat Brock and then Melo beat. I'm still doing the math there.
Well, there's no.
And I'm that sets him up to be literally even the loser of that. That sets up any of them to still be in the main title picture,
which they should,
regardless of if they even get to face Cena. That's what I'm thinking. I'm but I was booking them beyond that, because they all have storylines that can go from there, which is why your bracket actually makes a lot of sense. Because my guys are all guys that have kind of already had a lot of feuds, so that's what I'm looking at mine. I'm like, man, there's only one guy here that's really fresh.
Yeah.
But you've thought about it from the thing of you get a lot of variety.
And I get I'll get Jericho, Edge, Brock, the guys that probably won't be in the tournament. Still get the matches with them, but make use of them in a way where it's not just the way WWE does it, where it's oh, Brock's in the tournament, Brock's gonna win the tournament because he's Brock Lesnar. No, have Brock put Oba over. Have Jericho have a moment with Joe Hendry. Have Dom go over and beat Gunther. There's creative ways to do it that WWE just doesn't.
They don't.
So yeah, that's my first. You want me to say my second one too?
Yeah, just go through your last ones.
So right now I have Melo in the championship, taking on the winner of Edge and Sheamus. And again, I'm gonna keep saying it. Edge is in this tournament. I think Edge has to progress in this tournament. So I would have Edge versus Melo as my championship match. Okay. I think you could have just a banger of a match between Edge and Sheamus. You don't need interference. You don't need any of that. This was actually Edge's last match in WWE, if you remember that.
It was, yeah.
Because he never had a match with Sheamus, so he wanted Sheamus as his last opponent. And I think it'd be just a cool way to run this back. I think this would be a cool championship round, but
if Edge doesn't get hurt throughout this tournament.
Yeah, exactly. Which would suck for
How many matches have you seen him wrestle in AEW? This is already almost more than his first entire year.
I've seen 5, and 2 of them he got hurt.
Yeah, and this is more than he's literally more.
So I have Edge versus Melo as my championship.
Okay, I like it. And then who do you have going over? We might as well just go through it.
I have Edge beating Melo. Okay. I don't think Melo needs to win the tournament. I would love to see Melo win the tournament, but I think if Edge is in this, Edge should be John. I think out of every wrestler other than Randy, Edge should be John Cena's last opponent.
Yeah.
It just makes the most sense to me.
I agree.
Unless you're going young, which you have the option with Melo.
I'm going young for sure.
Which is fine.
My bracket, my last match is Ilya versus Randy.
Banger.
Because Randy's the one who needs someone that can move, that can go to give an interesting match. Randy versus Gunther, that's gonna be a boring match. Sorry, it will.
It happened, and a lot of people loved it.
I didn't like it.
I didn't really like it.
I thought it was slow. The selling was good.
It was like a nerd match.
And this version of Randy is I'm gonna punt you, Randy.
Yeah.
That's the Randy that I'm thinking of seeing. Gunther versus Drew.
Which is a banger.
Ilya beats Randy.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. I think I'm really hot on Ilya right now.
I love it.
I saw the match with Johnny Gargano, and I'm like, man, this is literally the best wrestling I've seen on WWE TV in a long time. Ilya versus Aleister Black is gonna go hard eventually.
Did they do that already? Or
I think they did.
Or did they do Aleister versus Sammy?
They did Aleister versus Sammy.
Okay.
But I think they fought before because Aleister was around I forget when that was, but I don't know if they fought in either NXT or earlier in their main roster.
Okay.
But I have Ilya going over Randy because I think Randy doesn't need a tournament to always be.
You're gonna do it.
Huh?
Sorry, you're gonna do it. But Drew versus Gunther, Ilya's already in the championship. I know it's coming.
I think. See, this is the thing though, is that I think what's a better match, Ilya versus Gunther?
Yeah.
Who should win? I think Drew should beat Gunther.
I think that you made the right choice if you do that. Because then you get the tease of Gunther versus Ilya, where everyone's like, oh, we know Gunther's winning, and Drew finally gets a big win like that. I actually think that's amazing.
Yeah, so like for me, I think Gunther Ilya is on the table always.
I don't think Gunther Ilya has to be like a match for John Cena's last opponent. I just don't think that really works.
And who's gonna give John Cena a better match? Who's gonna get more out of it? I think right now, the way Drew's been booked, getting a win over John Cena would be his Roman beating Brock. Roman beating.
I love how your bracket shaped out.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I would love if Drew's facing Cena, Drew should beat Cena as the last match.
Yes, and if it's Ilya, I don't see Ilya beating Cena. I think we're gonna see some sort of Super Cena form.
Yeah.
And I think Cena would beat a guy like Ilya. Mm-hmm. If we're looking at how WWE booked, how John Cena just is booked. I think Cena wants to lose.
Imagine this: Drew McIntyre beats Cena in his last match, and no one gives a fuck because it's like John Cena's last match. That would be the most Drew McIntyre thing. Like we actually give a fuck, you know? But Drew McIntyre comes out there and he's like, yeah! And he's fucking watched the match. Everyone watched the retirement speech and like.
Or Drew loses to Cena.
Oh man.
He gets all the way and loses to Cena. He's beat all of these guys. So let's see who's Drew beat. Drew beat Finn. Then Drew beat Sheamus. And then Drew beat Gunther. And then Drew loses to Cena.
And Ilya too. Like the 4 hardest hitting guys.
And Ilya as well. And then loses to Cena. That would still be an okay loss in my book.
Okay. Yeah.
Drew losing, I'm like, dude, you got 4 wins over the biggest guys on the roster.
And that's what this tournament should be. Like, if the winner of the tournament is like Brock Lesnar, like, what the fuck was the point of doing a tournament then?
I lean towards Cena beating Drew.
Yeah.
I honestly do. But if Drew beats Cena,
you know what I'm saying? If
him being bitching and moaning about it after, like,
not even that.
Nobody even cared.
Not even that. What I was saying about Brock Lesnar, if like Brock Lesnar or like Roman or someone that like you could have just challenged him wins the tournament, I'd be like, what the fuck? But if he beats, if it's Drew or Ilya or someone young and like hot, like have this tournament to put them over, and they don't have to be Cena. But this tournament, Drew, Ilya, I love
really hot.
I love Europeans.
Nice.
I'll tell you what, European man.
I like their relaxed legs.
I love a man in a kill. Let me tell you. But no, having those, we're spiraling.
We're spiraling. We just went through a 16 bracket, man. Like, I'm dying.
Let's wrap up this episode because we do have another episode to record. But thank you guys so much for tuning into our first ever recorded, our second ever episode of RTP Wrestling. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow, do all that. Let us know where we can improve. Obviously, now that we're just starting, was this video too long? Do you guys not like that? Do you guys want longer videos? All that, man. We're going to have a lot of content for you guys. So do all that. Whatever I just said, I don't fucking know. We're wrapping up now. John, whatever you got to say, say it.
If you disagree with us, you have any other opinions, if you think what I said was stupid, let me know. I am just a guy. I have been known to have bad opinions. So let me know what they are. I am down to hear all types of perspective. I mean, I think I was wishy-washy at best with some of my picks. I am 50-50 on a lot of these. I wanted to give myself a difficult bracket of something that I like genuinely be like, what are the best matches? I kind of booked it how like AEW would book it. Like, how would the best matches be rather than necessarily the stories of the nostalgic picks. But let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think. That'd be much appreciated.
Good bow.